Gen 3 hero shape.
They're in disarray.
Charging.
Everything.
Very well.
I'm going.
Okay, man.
Ha! Oh,
Thank you.
Oh, what?
target's eliminated. Snack.
I can't be here, man. It's just gonna...
Now's our chance.
You're mine!
I shall go. Arcus, activate.
Let's go. It's down.
Got you. Yes. Arcus, activate.
You're never gonna miss force.
Wait.
There. Now.
Oh, I think you're...
There.
It's mine.
You're alive.
Very well. Chop.
It's my turn.
My turn.
Yes. Ha! My turn. Target's eliminated. Move.
Then. Oh, okay.
Whew, felt pretty good.
Victory is assured.
No.
Now's our chance.
It's down.
And let me tell you this, okay.
Now's our chance.
It's
You lost the
mine.
black
My
card,
turn.
it's revoked.
My turn.
It's revoked. You have
Got no
super
time to
inward
waste.
pass. It's the infinite inward pass. Okay, motherfucker. Okay, motherfucker. Okay, motherfucker. You calm down.
Now's our chance.
Inward
There.
pass.
Let's
He
go.
has the infinite inward pass.
I got this.
What's
I'm
an
going.
inward pass? I don't know if it's
An opening.
He has the infinite
I'll
inward
save
pass.
you.
Thanks.
He has the infinite inward pass.
My turn. There.
My
There's no
turn.
arrows of the inward
Is
pass.
that all? Chop. Chop. Tail strike. You're mine. My turn. There.
It's my turn. Ha! My turn. Arcus, activate. There. Oh, did we?
No. There it is. Closely, what we got here in the night for Orcus Tower, such as the ice sight or our last figure was created. Ouroboros wasn't pulling punches, with cooking would unscathed. We couldn't have done it without the instructor in the branch campus helping us out. After you know locals first, right? So where were they?
What's wrong with me? I can't believe coming back here is getting me so emotional.
Yuna.
It only makes sense. Home is where the heart is, as they say.
If you're some sort of sap, sure, if you're some sort of sap, we're going to check on your family. No, it's fine. We should have a look around town first. We don't know how strict the surveillance is yet. Well, I'm that on our do list then. In case our next work business is finding a place to stay at night. Yep, and I think it's got this to place. Yep, you little bitch. They caught up with a familiar face working there before. After checking in with Josie and the boat, everybody settled into relax. Here. Damn. Pizza.
Conscription's going full throttle all through Erebonia. Wait, there are 5 new armored divisions? Damn, things are just getting worse by the day.
Ugh, as usual, it's like a cave in here. At least keep the lights on. You're gonna go blind if you keep this up.
Oh, whatever, but more importantly,
Yeah, I bought you something for dinner. Morge's special healthy veggie sandwich and a cup of organic fruit juice.
all right, the easy way to get your 5 a day? Wait, no! Where's the pizza and bel cola I asked for?
You can't eat junk food all the time. Tio and the chief asked me to make sure you were eating properly. If you don't like it, you can get your own food.
Aw, man! I wish everyone would just let me be.
Don't get me all crazy on me. How's the situation looking? Not so great. Ever since conscription started, we've been speeding down a one-way trip to war. Way better than expected too. All the intel they got from the town is checking out. They reached his own leads out commission, and now the Bracers and SSS have those guys to deal with too. Yep, they just got back from Calvert, right when you think things couldn't get any worse. I can't get much of an update from Tio from everybody either. But Randolph's doing just fine though. Well, that's good at least. What about the Silver Streak? Is he still in Erebonia? Can't tell. We lost contact for her a while ago. But Burrow's crew's been pretty worried about her too. Man, it's not looking too rosy on any front, is it? Well, no use smoking. We gotta do what we can for now. It's not just those guys we need to watch out for. There's Ouroboros, the big bads behind this whole mess in the first place. And a little guest from the Empire. Kind of a tall order, but we need to keep our heads cool. Yeah, Reset, Ilya, and SS are all count on us. Oh, you know what? Yeah, here you go.
That's right. I just got back. Where am I now? The harbor. That's right. You heard me. Force of habit, I guess. Found myself back at our old place before I even knew it. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I realize the responsibility. So what have you got for me? I see. Looks like our little mastermind's setting all kinds of stuff in motion. Yep. The big fish pulling the strings behind Crossbell's curtain. The brains behind the invasion scheme. That's the one. Okay, right. Let the chief know I'm on my way. I'll see you later, Rains. As if those two joining forces wasn't bad enough. Now they've got outside help too? I have to show people there's still hope. That the pen is mightier than the sword.
Like everything gets well. Fuck. I fucking shit. Yeah, I accidentally turned off the reading part of that. I'm gonna go back to that. Fuck. Is there a problem? Okay, time to get your show on the road. While someone's fired up today, just don't get carried away and mess up things like last time, okay? I know, geez, you're so negative. Take it easy with you. All things in moderation. If we heard yesterday is... If what we heard yesterday is anything to go by, the town's been unusually calm. Well, this close to Republic, their defenses must be especially tight. Now forces is complete and troops are getting organized. People are feeling safer. The rumors about the government's disappearance... the rumors about the government's disappearance probably help too. News is brought to the Governor General. His not being here is good news for us, though. We should avoid getting close to Orcus Towers now. We need to go to the entertainment district. We didn't get a chance to while we were here on our regular exercises. Nice, I mean, might be able to touch base with some of Reynolds' pals too. Lieutenants agree. We take a look around town and try and turn a current situation and see if anyone knows about the singularity. Oh, if everything looks all right, we could drop in on Yu's family as well. Oh, thanks. Sounds like we have a plan. Let's get going, everybody. All right, sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah, just had to do that shit, you know. Can't really leave a stone unturned. It's pretty close, you know. Well, she's Bessie. It's a friend of mine. Things get you crazy, you can always come talk to us in. I know for a fact that Daddy will do what he can. You shouldn't worry about what room and board. His name is Sean. I've actually picked up any matches I want to tell you. Wrenches, I like to play here. Absolutely. Okay. Shit. Hey, you good? Yeah, I don't like people. Black guy. Yeah.
Okay, game on.
That's a pretty overpowered card. I'm sorry. Here you go. I didn't know about it. I win.
I almost had you too.
Yeah. Have a nice day. Fucking NPCs. Yeah. 3, that's pretty good. Cost 3 mana, but at least I can steal an enemy's actions. It's pretty OP, keep earning back. Kind of hard to decide because I could always steal an enemy's actions 3 per turn. Ugh, now I just keep Ranger. Ranger's actually better. I can attack from range and keep buffing my cards. Nah, better fit for me. Even though I can steal an opponent's actions like I cost 3 mana, I can just use that to keep summoning cards. Whereas if I use her, like, yeah, I have a bunch of cards. I can keep summoning these cards and shit. Where I gotta keep expending mana and shit. Nah, I better just keep the mana, just use overpowered cards. Not worth it. Yeah. Whew. Damn. Yeah. Big spool. That's very kind of you. You're a whore. God. We're doing well. It's like a kids TV. No services, yeah. Yeah. No? You can have this. Leave. No. Yeah, military academy, yeah. General Square is just as busy as I remember it. There are a lot of stores here. It might be a good idea you get this ready. It's a good meeting place too. Tower's off limits for now. We can get in just for this. Well now, I'll go to Intel. Then you say a friend works nearby. They're over, so I haven't seen Winnie in a while. I should probably let her know I'm here. I think you're correct. Let's go. Here. Chapter 4, 39, Chapter 4, 3 of Swords. They haunt me relentlessly. All the people I've murdered over the years. I've cut off their heads, carved their hearts from their chests, sliced their torsos right through the middle. But no matter what I do, an army of corpses continues to pursue me. I see them every time I close my eyes. Politicians, the nobles, the merchants, the rich and powerful. Just leave me alone, 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 leave me alone. I frantically swing my sword at them. I cut and cut, bisecting them, slashing them apart, but they don't relent. Chunks of flesh and bone, viscera, intestines, lungs, and brains, they gather into a writhing mass that comes crashing down on me like a gory wave, threatening to swallow me whole. Get away, get away, get away. Get away, get away, get away. I try to escape, but they corner me again and again. My victims staring at me with hollow eyes, accusing me. How could you do this to us? How? They throw themselves at me, their hanging fingers gripping my neck, trying to rip the life out of me, just as I did to them. Let me go. 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 Shit. I frantically thrash and struggle, no matter what I do, I can't break away. Rotting blood and bile trickles down my body, exhausting my skin. The wave finally swallows me up. I just want to live a normal life. I just want my humanity back. I woke up from my nightmare, my breath short and ragged. My entire body was soaked in a horrible sweat. I fought back the rising urge to vomit. The night after completing a mission was always like this. The only difference was seeing one more face in the crowd. Even after years, my disgust, no murder had ever been abated. Not even a slice. No matter how much time passed, I couldn't rid myself of the scars in my mind by the terrible acts I performed, and yet I had no choice but to continue. Now and I were nothing but tools. Our individual thoughts and ideals had no meaning. They were completely unnecessary. All the organization required from us was a skillful capacity for murder and unquestioning subordination to kill as we were ordered to. Our entire existence boiled down to a singular point. To reject an order or attempt to escape was tantamount to suicide. To the organization, you can speak its true name was forbidden. It was a group of professional killers that existed in the shadows of society. Its core business was to eliminate marks, but its true objective likely lay elsewhere. As a low-ranking member, I was simply one of the organization's weapons. There was no reason for such info to be shared with me. Most members of the organization had served it since they were children. Children deemed to possess special potential were made to undergo combat instruction exercises in a place known as a factory. A majority of children who entered a factory would never again see beyond its walls. Obviously, during the merciless training they were put through, it would become their tomb. The only ones who did survive, however, were officially recognized as entry-level members of the organization. That's what happened to me. I was forced to abandon who I was when I first passed through the factory doors at 7 years old. Shit. Anyone who dared utter their former name would be subject to severe punishment. There was no concept of individuality. Life in the organization meant being nothing more than another tool in an arsenal. It wasn't until I graduated at the age of 10 that I was given a name, and only served to solidify my status as a weapon. However, our names are more like titles, are based on tarot cards. In my case, the moniker I received from the minor arcana, Three of Swords, it didn't have even the slightest bit of humanity to it, but it was buried in having no name at all. Both the higher-ups and small fractions of very best candidates were given a name based on the major arcana. Everyone who survived training and made it in with skill, but in terms of combability, the major arcana would run circles around the rest of us. So minor arcana, major arcana. When I had it, they were even more powered than top-ranked bracers. I left my room and peeked into the neighboring one. It seemed like 9 was still sleeping. It was time for my report, so I headed out on my own. Lower level members of the organization. Lower level members of the organization generally operate in pairs. My partner is 9 of Swords, a girl 1 year my junior. 9 was a natural genius. She graduated from the factory in a single year, despite the fact that the average kid takes 3 to 5. Holy shit. Headed out on my own. Lower level members of the organization generally operate in pairs. Low level members of the organization generally operate in pairs. My partner is 9 of Swords, a girl 1 year my junior. 9 was a natural genius. She graduated from the factory in a single year, despite the fact that the average kid takes 3 to 5, if they even make it to graduation without dropping out. That is, from gathering info to analyzing battle situations, acting abilities to infiltration tactics. She was top class in a multitude of fronts. That's to say, nothing of her combat style, which may use needles and wires, allowing her to control the field battle and dominate her fucking foes. All in all, her abilities were far better suited to assassination than mine were. It was a bit awkward for us. When we were first paired up, but after But after working together for a year, I can honestly say she was the best partner I'd ever had, and the most reliable. At the same time, she was also the person I needed to regard with the most caution. The reasons why the organization used a partner system were twofold. The obvious reason was that it helped facilitate missions, but it also forced each partner to monitor each other. In the organization, betrayal was swiftly returned to with death. A tool is doomed to serve until it breaks. As such, we were expected to be a part of the organization of the entirety of our lives. As a general rule, we were afforded no freedom. There did, however, exist special rules. If one were to sense that their partner was scheming to betray the organization, they could sell them out to gain their own freedom. All you had to do was make a report, present sufficient evidence of your suspicion, and then you were given the task to eliminate them yourself. If you succeeded, you were free. Simply running away meant resigning yourself to looking over your shoulder for the rest of your life. The organization had eyes everywhere. Anyone who wanted true freedom was better off waiting for a chance to turn their partner in. There was another problem too. The worst of the worst would actually fabricate fake proof of their partner's betrayal in an effort to earn their own freedom. Thus, the person you need to regard most cautiously was not an enemy. You faced any mention of the partner who was always at your side. You needed to entertain and accept the notion that you could be betrayed at any time. Members did not turn their back on the organization. This was an absolute requirement for survival, and a lesson I learned very early on through personal experience. 3 years ago, I tried to escape. Well, I suppose it was more we than I. At the time, I was partnered with another boy, one known as Ace of Swords. Ace was a year my senior, and he was a pretty good guy. We got along well enough, and he quickly grew into an older bro figure for me. He wielded a giant sword with ease, one as long as he was tall, and he used it to short enemies and protect me. He really was an ace when it came to battle. In that sense, his name couldn't have been more appropriate. One thing Ace and I shared was contempt for the murders we were forced to perform. I can't remember how the idea of escaping the organization came initially, but I do recall that neither of us objected to it. As I mentioned, the system was set up to prevent individual members from betraying the organization, as they could be sold out by their partner. We figured the best way around that was to simply work together and escape the organization as a team. Our objective decided, we began playing in earnest. We quickly decided we need to execute our plan as far from the other pairs of assassins employed by the organization. The first part of our plan went well enough. We entered Erebonia, thinking that its considerable distance from our normal area of operations meant we could enjoy a certain degree of safety. That was a severe misjudgment on our part, though. The organization had eyes there as well. as well. We were approached by other pairs of assassins twice, and both times ended with combat. We managed to fend them off. However, Ace and I were partners for a reason. We fought well together. The third time, however, it was the Overseer that paid us a visit. To say that his power was overwhelming wouldn't do it justice. It was like trying to fight a force of nature. We barely managed to escape our lives, suffering heavy wounds in the process. With nowhere else to go, we huddled together in a cave, conscious of the fact that our next encounter with the Overseer would surely be our last. There's nothing more to be said about the situation, and for what felt like an eternity, we passed the time in silence. Hey Ace, I began speaking, believing that it would be the last conversation we'd ever have. What's up, buddy? I just want to say that all things considered, I think everything could have went a lot worse. What's that supposed to mean? He struggled through the pain to force out a little smirk at my comment. Don't get me wrong, I have plenty of regrets, but still, Ace waited in silence for me to continue. Being by your side all this time, well, it's made my life so much better. Ace, even if we're fated to meet our deaths here, it's a million times better than spending a lifetime as just another fucking tool. The fire flickered. Our shadows danced on the cave wall. Finally, Ace broke the silence, his voice a mere whisper. 3. Thanks for everything, man. You too, Ace. Thank you. I had said what I needed to say. I felt that if our opponent were to arrive at the very moment, I'd at least be able to give my whole soul to the battle. But then, if that's how you feel, Ace started. Suddenly, the ambience in the cave completely shifted. It was like some horrible hallucination. Ace's icy voice pierced through me, chilling me to the bone. Then die, buddy. Die for me. My first reaction was slight confusion. I actually interpreted it as a clumsy way of saying that we would face our deaths together. I turned to face him, just to clarify, and what I saw next was Ace's matched sword swinging down toward my head. I really dodged his strike, and the ground where I had been laying a moment ago had been shattered into rubble. Ace, what are you doing? I cried out. You can't figure it out on your own. Have you forgotten? The final rule for those created organizations, the final rule, I hadn't forgotten. I simply hadn't given it much thought. It seemed relevant to our situation, but everything clicked into place. Then two partners betrayed. Everything clicked into place. Then, when two partners betrayed the organization, the only way for one of them to gain spirit was to kill their partner and rid the organization with the corpse. The idea behind this rule was to force scabies into a sense of desperation and then push them into killing each other, taking care of the problems of the organization didn't have to. To my absolute shock, this was exactly what Ace was trying to do. I understood what was happening, but all I could do was ask why over and over. Ace, why? Why are you doing this? You know, buddy, becoming partners with you was the only bit of luck I've had in my whole goddess damned life. I really did want to be free together, to get our humanity back. Then why are you? Because I need to survive, he said, his voice dripping with desperation. I can't die like this. Screaming wildly, Ace swung his sword at me again. The same sword that had been used to save my life more times than I could count was now being used in an attempt to end it. Just die, he screamed back. Just die, he screamed. I tried to scream back, but a horrible knot in my stomach and the storm of emotions in my heart ensured that the only thing that came out of my mouth was a meaningless warble as I met his sword with my own. Engulfed in despair, I surrendered control of my instincts and engaged the enemy in combat as I would any other. I don't clearly remember what happened from there. All I know is that I was taken by rage and sadness and became a slashing, screaming monster. I was finally brought to my senses by the sound of Ace's body collapse to the ground. That's how I managed to survive. How I won back my position as one of the organization's tool. And that's where I've been ever since. Our escape was a deadly failure that laid bare my ass squeeze. I still hadn't given up on winning back my humanity. I'd be damned if I was ever going to trust anyone else ever again. To be continued. Shit.
Ready to go.
That's fuck. No, oh hell no, Marcus. Now those little chumps, the action try students. I'm just glad to see you're all in one piece. What brings you here all the way to Crossville? I'll come take places. Never mind, we're doing it. I don't want to get you involved, but what are you doing here and how do you know each other? We just haven't to use a friend that's gone missing. Wait, what happened? We got separated in Heimdall. I haven't seen him since. His name was Cargo. I taught him everything he knows. Searched all over Heimdall, but I couldn't find trace of him. He's gone a month now. I'm really starting to worry about him. So I'm taking a break from work and doing some searching. I see. That's why you're here. I'm sorry about that. I had no idea. You're searching all of everyone for one kid. You'd have better luck looking for a needle in a haystack. Shut your mouth or I'll beat your ass. He's out of nowhere. He's out there somewhere. I can feel it. Otherwise, there's even slide in still. I'm not going to give up. So let me know if you hear anything about or shove you on in the walker and watch your back. These Imperial Defense Forces. Looks like it. Thank you, Pine Tree. Good luck, fine cargo. Times are tough here in Cross right now. Pine Tree's right. Try not to stand out too much to get in trouble. But damn, this world can be pretty bleak, but we don't actually see it for ourselves, really. We just hear about it in stories. Don't do it. Yeah. A Coco Panda's tale. Tamaro the Loner. My name is Yui, and I'm a Coco Panda. People call us monsters, but we're not all bad. Those are actually pretty, very nice, just like my friend Tamaro. He and I have known each other since we were cubs our whole lives. He was the kind of guy who did everything on his own, so everyone in our pack thought of him as a strong, independent loner. But I thought it must get hard having to do everything alone. That's why I decided to follow him one day and make sure he was okay. I hid behind a bush and watched him climb to the top of the tree to get his dinner. After a while, he came back down, a nice big fruit in his paws. I breathed a sigh of relief. It seemed like he would have more than enough to eat tonight. But just then, I took a better look at the fruit he had found and let out a small gasp. It was rotten. Inside, it was icky, mushy, and full of bugs. To make things worse, it was getting dark, and he wouldn't have any time to look for us. All us Coco Pandas know that it's much danger to wander around at night. Tamaro noticed how rotten his fruit was too. He looked up at the same sign, and with a short sigh, he picked up his fruit and started to head back to our camp every night. I followed him back to our den, making sure to not be seen. But then I heard his stomach grumble. He must have been really hungry. I watched as he glanced at his fruit and with sour expression, then held his nose and prepared to take a bite. Tamaro, stop! I shouted, dashing out from my hiding place. You can't eat that fruit, it's rotten. I grabbed it out of his paws in time. Though he was surprised at first, the expression on his face quickly turned to a frown. What's your problem, Yui? You can't tell me what to eat. I was taken back by how rude he was being. I was only trying to help. I got so flustered I ended up speaking my mind to him right there and then. Look, if you can't find any proof yourself, that's okay. All you need to do is ask someone to share with you. No way, he scoffed. Asking for help is like admitting you're too weak to do it on your own. Don't be silly, I scolded him. It only makes sense for us to help each other out. You're the only one who thinks that, Yui, he grumbled across his arm. I couldn't understand why he was being so stubborn. Did he not trust the rest of us, or was he too proud to admit he was wrong? Well, let's find out, shall we? I called one of the other Coco Pandas from our pack over to us. Hello there, you two. Something wrong? He said in a leisurely drawl as he walked over to Tamaro and I. We had trouble finding any good fruit today. Could we have some of yours, I asked. Oh, is that all? No problem. Here you go, he said, handing us each fresh piece of fruit. I thanked him and waved goodbye as he left. I see. I turned to Tamaro. It's really just that easy. There's nothing to be ashamed of. In return, we just need to help. We just need to help others out when they need it. Tamaro made a face like he wanted to object, but ended up taking the fruit all the same. Feeling like I'd finally gotten back to him, at least a little bit. I went back to my bed, hoping that he'd learn to rely more on others. By the time I'd woken up the next day, it was already past lunchtime. I was still a little worried about Tamaro, so I decided to keep an eye on him again. I went and snuck behind a bush and peeked through the leaves, but what I saw made my heart jump right into my throat. Something was very wrong. Tamaro was covered in cuts and bruises, and he was growling more fiercely than I'd ever heard him before. I said, Tamaro, what's wrong? Are you okay? I asked timidly, coming out of my hiding place. He didn't seem to hear me. He didn't even react to me at all. He just kept staring at the path leading out of the forest and growling. I looked in the direction he was facing and saw a human walking down the path. As soon as I did, I knew something bad was about to happen. I reached my paw out, trying to place it on Tamaro's shoulder. Before I could get close enough, however, he leapt at the human, tore away the bag they were carrying, and ran off deep into the woods. I was horrified. It wasn't like Tamaro at all. I knew him better than anyone, and he'd absolutely never attack someone like that. There's only one explanation. He'd given in to his instinct to become a mindless beast. Or rabies. These people are trying. Imperial Chronicle, issue 4. Economy. Rhineford Company revises forecast. Rhineford Company Chairman Irina Rhineford announced revisions to the company's Q2 forecast on August 13th. The figures are greatly increased owing to RF's role as government supplier, while preparations for Operation Yorm are going to begin. RF manages all 3 of Airborne's mines and is currently recruiting additional miners due to increased demand for weapon production. Factories 1 and 3 are operating at full capacity, and staff from the 4th Development Division are being temporarily averted to armaments manufacture. The 3 great mines of Airborne, the 3 most important mines in the Empire, Sanchen and Norcia, Aragon Mar, and mines in Crossbell are all managed by the RF Group. The first 2 produce mostly iron, the third high-quality septium. Each could be considered a pillar of airborne manufacturing, and their importance will no doubt become increasingly apparent in the coming days. Crime. Who's a hacker? The lady. It's probably that, like blonde-haired white kid. Who's a hacker? Lately, there's been a lot of talk about hackers on Crossbell's orbital network, but the term hacker dealing with a person who steals confidential information using their proficiency with orbital network technology is still largely unfamiliar to most in Arabonia. Going by the name Kitty caused a stir 2 years ago, but it's unclear whether the same person behind the recent hacking incidents. Governor Rufus Alvarez serves us that it's only a matter of time for the IDF carrying out a joint investigation with the Intelligence Division tracks down a person behind the cases of unauthorized database access. Call them feel-good food on the railways. Since its opening 22 years ago, the Transcontinental Railroad has been the beating heart of Airborne transit. Currently, the service is greatly restricted due to wartime austerity measures, yet dining car chefs like Nicholas refuse to compromise when it comes to food. Dishes he prepares are simple, but beautifully balanced in nutrition and flavor. No matter circumstances, I put my heart into my cooking. Every person who travels with us has their own itinerary on this journey we call life. I can only hope my food makes for a satisfying pit stop along the way. He cleverly substitutes for unavailable ingredients and devises menus that work with anything he has on hand. Not all railway trips are for leisure, but thanks to Kusek Nicholas, travelers can at least expect a tasty nibble or 2 as the scenery whizzes by. Here you go. Yeah, you got no. So any means necessary. No. Never gonna trust it. Oof. You tried to get me. Looks like a million. Looks like Joshua here. Oh, it looks like Albert, ironically. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. I might know. Jump over there and take a look at the file thing. Yeah. Be careful. Who's trying to steal from me? Don't die, trust him. Six. There you gotta steal. There. Good. Here you go. Here you go. Been a long time since I've seen Western. You're almost somewhere around here, isn't it? How about that? Seems like a nice, quiet little neighborhood, and I can smell a fresh baked bed. Which would you use your car? I'm good for now. Except tempted to get some, but I don't want to get family trouble. We probably find out what we're doing and ask around there, but that's a good idea. Start a bakery. I know the staff there, and it's a proper place, so they should. I'm sorry, no. Here. Scarlet Indian Tim District, huh? Starting to tell, but I can see what random season place. Certainly lively over district. Yep. Place has always a casino, closet, clubs, neat, seeks, stir too. Starting to see how very true. I don't know, it's true. Can't get over the event. The late was seriously injured over a year ago. And their biggest star had to take a break for personal reasons. Star. But ladies know RNCL still plays Crossville. I hope we get to see him again for it. Don't worry, I'm sure we will. Maybe we should take a look inside, see. Take a look inside, see if there's little or anything. But shame it's not to. Hey. After coming this way, there's no point in interest, you know. I say you try antique store in the alley while we're at it. A lot of us run by the OSS slave. Good time. Here. I believe old women are indeed known for their extensive gossip networks. Can't ask around them. Both then, let's get started. Yeah. Yeah, some fucking scammers. Here you go.
This street's seedy, to say the least.
Well, we are in the entertainment district. Not to mention, this is right around where the Mafia used to set up shop.
I've heard as much, but only rumors.
Man, all that crap doesn't matter. I'd come here any day as long as they got hot babes.
Yeah. Here you go. trying to give me. Oh, wait. God. Garbage has been a while since it's been here. Lake Elm brings back memories, rushing back. Yeah, this is where I feel very sad I start getting serious. It's the only time, first time here, but some feels about to suffer harbor. What's this? Crossbow news source civilian people script shops. How odd. Here's just being guarded by the Imperial Army troops. The sign outside. It must have been taken over by the army, just like Palm Train Hall. Right, they turn into a storehouse for all resources they can commandeer. And in case, it's likely our best interest not to venture too close. That's right. I like to still try to stop our building. I have a contract opportunity from the inside. It could be a good opportunity to find out what we're looking to branch on. Well, that's mutual information. Over time, let's keep going. Yeah. Thank you. Wars vacation is a long start. Well, yeah, Mac have could ever have. I've never been good with words, but I'll show you swear on my boy have. Thanks, boy. Here. I'm going to crossbow branch first. I need fucking money. No. Scammer. Oh,
I've got a good feeling about this spot.
Alright guys, all for this one here. Bronson Air 3 out.
Ready to go.
You got a damn good one. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.